If you are a U.S. military veteran, active or retired, this video is for you. We've created a no-cost online community for you. Its purpose is to provide a place to connect with other veterans, online or in person, where you can help another veteran or where a vet can perhaps help you. This is one video in a multi-part series. So first of all, our vision is simple. We think that the nation has taken really good care of us while we're on active duty, but doesn't quite live up to veterans' needs once discharged. We must fix this, first by engaging and supporting each other, and then by giving every vet the option to create a post-military life of opportunity and self-control that we all deserve after giving some of our youth to our country. Our online community will enable you to easily reconnect with men and women you've served with, or to make new friends with similar backgrounds and interests, and perhaps even find some financial success online. So goal number one is connect, meaning seek and find support and friendship. When you find something interesting or learn how to claim a benefit, share it. When you know of an event helpful to vets in general, tell us about it. But get involved, because the more you give, the more you get in return. Tell the hosts and the ambassadors, moderators, how we can improve the site. Tell other vets to join us. Don't forget that there's also an app for your mobile device. You'll want to download it after you join so you can engage wherever you might be. It's a free app for most online devices. So then when you find yourself in an unfamiliar town, you use the app to find a local vet who will tell you the best places to eat, or a military facility nearby with a great PX or golf course. Or perhaps you'll realize that a long-lost service buddy lives nearby, or you can get together over lunch to reminisce about the good old days. Now, this book is one that is just highly recommended just because it talks about the history of employment. Now, we know that 2020 proved to be a year of massive change that coincided with an emerging technological capability for those who want off the treadmill of dead-end factory or office jobs. The worldwide coronavirus pandemic also exposed the frailty of the old world that we cannot rely upon to meet our personal, professional, and family obligations. We know that we have to find a way to be our own boss. And it's not as hard as you might think, especially online. 2021 will be a year of great success for all of us. This book, you see, is very highly recommended if you want to understand what these best jobs of the future and the mindset of it and learn why that's so. They are going to be online. Now, each one of you and us has unique knowledge and expertise to teach with others, and you can get paid doing it. The opportunities for online financial success have never been better. They are greater than they are. Entrepreneurial revolution will explain exactly why now is a perfect time to get a business going online.
The entrepreneur revolution is an idea that we're going through some radical transformational times. I want you to imagine that we go back in time about 100 years ago and there's some farmers working on the land and they're pulling a plough through the soil using a donkey. And they look over to the neighbouring paddock and there's someone with a tractor. And this person who's sitting there on a tractor, maybe it's a young person, 22, 23 years old, operating some new technology. And this new technology allows that person to just plough that field incredibly fast. And there's two responses. One, you could sit there and say, we've got to work the donkey harder. We've got to change, the diet of the donkey, or we've got to do all these things in order to try and compete with the tractor. But the truth is none of that's going to work because there's been a revolution. There's been a whole new way of doing things. It's not about having a faster donkey anymore. So in the entrepreneur revolution, it's very similar. We've come out of the Industrial Revolution and we've seen people who have been used to doing the things that have worked for 150, 200 years. But now we look over and we see 22, 23-year-olds sitting in Starbucks with a laptop and a phone and some business cards, and they're doing business a whole different way. Strangely, they're earning more money, they're having more fun, they're doing things in a bit of a dynamic, passionate kind of way that Industrial Revolution people look at and they think, well, how do we compete with that? And they might think, oh, we have to do things the way we've always done them, have more HR managers and have more structure and have more, rules and policies and more floors on the building. But in actual fact, that age is now over. What we're now looking for is we're looking for the ability to recognise the times that we're in and the technology. The interesting thing is you've got to acknowledge the times that you were born in. So if you were born in the early Industrial Revolution, it would make so much sense to actually be an industrialist and to set up a factory. In the Industrial Revolution, the job of the worker was to be repetitive, boring, and efficient. And they were just part of the machinery. So the machinery couldn't operate itself. So someone had to pull the lever and someone had to load the machine and all those sorts of things. Today, we don't need lots of people like that. We certainly don't need them in developed countries, or we can't compete in developed countries. Today, what we need is passionate, creative, problem-solving people who are thinking, people who are dynamic. And that's what the entrepreneur revolution is all about. If you're born in this time, it makes so much sense to embrace the technology of today and to become a passionate entrepreneur or to join a passionate entrepreneurial team. At first, when you wake up that entrepreneurial mindset, it's very frustrating because you look around and you see, mostly a big system that was built around the Industrial Revolution. But when you wake up that entrepreneurial mindset, you start to see opportunities everywhere. It's almost like the veil's been lifted. You see that there's opportunities on every corner. You start to get excited about building a team, about having a cause. You realise that this whole idea of retirement is now foreign, because why would you want to retire from something you love? And a lot starts to shift. What I want for people who read this book is to wake up what's already inside them. If you look at kids at play, they're naturally curious, they're naturally creative, they're naturally coming up with solutions, they're problem solving. We put them through 12 years of training to become good factory workers, and we lose a little bit of that, but it's not gone completely. If we wake up that curious, creative, passionate innovator that every single person has inside, then we wake up really what it is to be more human.
So, you can catch this video and all the rest of them at our Facebook site. There is the link. The links are pretty easy to remember. They start off with righttech4u.com. No punctuation other than the dot. / in one case, the VHV-Facebook or VHV-YouTube channel. And we're going to have a ton of other stuff on there as well. So I mentioned Right Tech for You. That's the domain of one of the domains of the company that I run, because businesses should only employ the right tech, not all the possible tech, because in business, success demands focus. So think about the one thing you would enjoy helping others. That is where we'll suggest your focus should be, should you decide to launch a business with Veterans Helping Business helping you, or helping guide you, or providing some matching services or whatever. So this has been another video from Veterans Helping Veterans Achieve Financial Success Online. I'm Kurt Hess. I'm a Navy Mustang E1-06. Captain in GS, retired now after 49 years with IT and business background. My biggest successes in life occurred when I worked with other vets, and this is my way of giving back based on what I know best. Join us today, no cost, no obligation, either on Facebook or in the VHVcommunity.com, or reach out to me personally at kurthess@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you online. Meanwhile, be on the lookout for more videos like this one. Lastly, please do us a favor and share this video with other vets who might be interested. Thank you very much. See you online soon. Thank you.